Peaks of Yore piqued my interest because it looked like a genuinely quite fun non-VR first-person climbing game, and I was right. It controls great and slowly teaches you everything you need to know to conquer its many cliffs. I started playing it and looked at the Book of Mountains. Cool. These later ones look hard, and falling will be plenty punishing. Good quality game. Each level had fun little challenges that made it unique. And soon enough, I'd beaten most of the levels, when there was a knock at the door. Jeez, man.
Morning, kiddo. I think it's time you try some more technically challenging climbing.
Another book of levels. This time, short bouldering courses with more difficult mechanics. I thought, oh, okay, a little extra challenge when you've beaten all the cliffs and maybe some time trial stuff. So I beat most of the bouldering levels to finish the game, but then there was another knock at the door. I think now we unlocked the last levels.
With your current progress,
Yep.
I think it's time you try some bigger peaks.
Here it is. Now we were talking real peaks. Some of these were insanely tall, but none stood out quite like the game's final mountain, Ymir's Shadow. Difficulty rating abominable. The tallest and most arduous climbing challenge in the Great Gales. Only the best conquer this peak. It was basically going to be similar to the hardest bouldering level, but about 50 million times higher. I wasn't even gonna try it that day and didn't come back for quite some time afterwards. Until now. I reserved a full stream to beating just this mountain, and I actually felt fear looking up on it. And it was a mountain in a video game. Easily the tallest mountain in a video game I'd ever seen too. And I was gonna summon it. Ymir's Shadow, chat. What did I just join in on? Jesus Christopher, man. It's gonna suck to fall off this. I also haven't played this game in a while, so... Oh my gosh, dude. It's gonna be bad. I gotta remember how to play this game. We should be able to get a... There we go. That's how it's done. It's not getting over it. Alright, I'm not in a feckin' pot. I'm tired of the getting over it comparisons. It's a climb. Oh yeah, timer. Oh yeah, true. Let's go back to the bottom.
Using my Prime sub while they still exist.
My hand's gonna hurt after this. Holding down my mouse click, and like I'm so afraid. I'm gonna be living this stream in fear. Is this a rage game? See, not really, actually. It's like, it is really really game. Will I get slightly mad if I happen to fall? Yeah, probably. Like a little upsetty spaghetti. Need a break from Lethal Company? Yeah. That, and I've just been wanting to do this. This isn't specifically...
5 months, let's go in a goo goo gaga for you.
Why did I let go of my rope? We gotta remember the key binds. But yes, I guess I am taking a break from Lethal Company. It's not the intention of this. This is just something I want to beat. And I can't stream that long today, so... Better to do something I can actually beat than like one run of Lethal Company. Okay. Oh, Vanessa. I wasn't fucking paying attention.
The main stage.
Oh. The last part. That's alright, that's alright. Look, Chad, we made so much progress. Holy crap. At least the way the mountain's shaped. Once we get up to like here, once we get to there, I shouldn't fall further than there. I shouldn't hit the ground. The nice thing is to, more ropes we get, you know, it'll be easier to make it back up once we fall. 2 hours? That's hopeful. It's kind of tall. This kind of lacks music. If I fall again, I'm gonna play some music. What do you guys want to listen to? Something epic and hype. Oh shit. Grab something, you idiots! Okay, I'm gonna rope there. Classical. Not that many teachers I didn't like. I never had like beef with teachers. I actually had more beef with teachers as a teacher than I did as a student. But you can't articulate that beef nearly as much because you're supposed to work with them. I was an assistant teacher, so I was with the teachers. And yeah, I had beef with them because some of them were absolute shit at their job. And I was just thinking, the worst teacher I ever worked with was this kindergarten teacher. And like I was in that classroom specifically to work with one kid, and it ended up being the opposite. She would take singular kids out at a time and just do constant evaluations on them for the smallest things, like pattern recognition, colors, letters, whatever. And so the class was generally just me taking care of like the dozen kids or whatever, while she took one out at a time to just do never-ending evaluations on them, which was kind of what I'm supposed to do. I was in elementary schools, so I just worked with like kids with disabilities. That's what teacher assistants do, because obviously those kids need a little bit more than the other students. I did it for just over 2 years, and then I stopped with COVID, and that's when I realized that I didn't want to be a teacher. Because, holy God, online school, when you're working with kids with disabilities is like, it's a joke, really. You don't keep their attention at all. The only chance they had really was like in the school environment. I worked with this little Ukrainian girl. She was learning French. And even though I'm not that awesome at French myself, you know, they take what they can get. So I was her basic French teacher for a few months. Oh, what's this kind of rock? When COVID kind of first started, and that was fun. I liked her, but I only held her attention for like 20 minutes a day max. And like that's with her mom in the room with her, getting her to stay at the computer and sing our French songs together or whatever. Yeah, see, the nice thing is if I fell, well, how many ropes do I have? Does it say? It should say only 9. Okay.
Have any of your students or coworkers found you, again, through YouTube or Twitch?
No. I do wonder sometimes, because, like, I was, oh, shitballs. What did I just join in on? Walkies. We got a schmoo.
Big corner clown.
No! Okay. Holy crap. Insane, inhuman reactions. This isn't... Yeah, okay. Holy smokes, dude. Yeah, I don't know. If they have found me, they haven't reached out, which doesn't surprise me. Like, as a teacher assistant, I really was like a second-class citizen in the school kind of thing. Like, the teachers were really cliquey. Most of them. The teachers that weren't cliquey just kept to themselves, so... I mean, that they were very nice, but they weren't exactly buddies with me. The nice thing is, there's been no just, like, absolute... Like, these are pretty intense, but, you know, we're making it. Yeah, no, it was a very, gratifying job. I felt like I was making a difference. Mind you, I felt like I was making a difference in person. As soon as it went online is when I was like, yeah, I'm doing nothing. And, like, I would do it again, but part-time. Because there's not a lot of guys in, like, the teacher assistant role. So, especially for 4 boys with disabilities, it was good to have a male to work with them. So, that's something that I would do part-time. But full-time, it was too much. Me no like. Were they just ungodly strong? Yeah, it's just kind of this guy in particular, actually. Well, I don't know if it's not an exploit, but it's like there's like a jump that you do by sticking your feet in, and then there's also a normal swing jump, and I kind of just combined them, and that's where that Superman jump comes from. So I'm sure it's intentional to a point, but I am combining jumps. Bruh, where's the next rock? Oh, it's up there. Let's rope off. 7 ropes left. We're enough up the mountain, right? Let me play some music. Tony Hawk Pro Skater OST. Skater music chat? Oh yeah. This is pretty extreme sports. Shit. What's the white circle? It's like my grip. These rocks slowly wear away at your grip. What the fuck was that? Oh.
What is the shrinking circle that appears in the bottom left?
Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna play Midnight Motorist. No, I've heard that enough. Crux completed, let's go! Dude, do you think there's gonna be birds on this map? I'm actually gonna rope here. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, but it's the hardest mountain in Senso. It wouldn't surprise me. I had a PS2 with Tony Hawk Skater on it from one of my older brothers, but we didn't have a memory card, so it was like restarting every time, which was kind of rough. I didn't even really know what they were. I was just kind of accepted that it restarted every time. I was like, kid, what are you supposed to do? My brothers are moved out, so they couldn't help me. Just a guy listening to Tony Hawk climbing a big ass mountain in Scotland. What a life. Not a care in the world. Nothing but Tony Hawk. Just don't look down. Look at the view, chat. Wow. I shouldn't have looked down. I'm nervous now. That's gonna be quite the fall. Woo! Oh, look at those! Cruelty in a can, man. I want a rope here, but what's it even gonna do? All right, Chad, let's do it.
Undertale OST.
That's the top? No, not quite. You know, I have a really cool idea. Aha! Found it. Chat, if we fall, time to remove the rope and make a leap of faith. Dude, I really want a rope here. How about overlapping Monty Golf music? That's a good idea. It's like just like we're going through the vines. Crux reached. Chalk Road. How do I use chalk? I don't remember. Go. Put your hand in. V. Let's go. Holy shit. Holy shit. These are insane. That chalk lasts, or those hands last no time at all. Crap, I just like, yeah, I don't know. Whee! Ah, dicks and balls, man. Where do I go? Can you die in this game? If you can, this will be the place. Do I have to go down? Because there's holds down. I could rope and scout. Yeah, that's true. I can take this rope back too. Because, you know, 2 ropes left doesn't make me super confident. Yeah, it's there. So okay, I have 2 choices here. Option A, go down, go back up. Option B, swim. Holy shit! Absolutely fucking Scottish flying! Welcome to flight school! What the fuck are these holds? time, right? But where am I going? Imagine being here and like, I'm out of energy. Fucking then what? Where do I go? Oh, I couldn't see in the light. Yeah, I see it, Pepsi, thank you. I think my best bet would be... yeah, that. Jeez, there's another one? How do I even... oh my gosh, dude. Chat, I'm not super close to the top. One can imagine a nice Scottish man! Make it!
8 a.m. Glad I could recommend a good off for background music. Best of luck in the climb.
Thanks. Oh. This ain't lethal company, but it is lethal. You're right. This is lethal to my emotions. The entire mountain is a rock. Just grab it. Now this game looked fun till I watched you play 33 minutes of it. Okay. Yeah, this is the hardest mountain. Okay, it's not. I don't know like what approach to take with this. I kind of like this. It's kind of fucked. Let's sippy. Dude, I ran out of mouse pad. I fucking flicked too hard. Gonna lose my mind here. There's a lot of mountain left with one rope. I was out. I had to leave. Oh. I didn't know that was there. I took some balls. Going side to side on these ones sucks. Okay, that's my next hold. Fuck you. I'm gonna need a new mouse pad eventually, dude. But should you consider the worst type of rock? The slimy rock, for sure. This is how our parents got to school. True. This is how I got to school. I'm almost parent age. Old man spig. Ready, chat? Woo! That felt good. Oh, there you got it, chat. There you got it. I can't believe I didn't catch anything on the way down. Look at that. That's there was a lot of time to reflect on life. Yeah. Why are we here? Damn, dude. I was feeling myself. I was doing good climbing until I fell. What should we play while we get back? What's our recovery soundtrack, chat? The Tony Hawk was actually doing pretty aight for Epic Gaming, but now Epic Recovery. Yeah, I'll try Risk of Rain. Actually, that's appealing. I'll try that. This game of a story? Yeah, you're a Scottish guy climbing mountains. We've almost made it back. It's true, yeah. The ropes help. We've only rescued one rope. Gamble away, Chad. Okay, Risk of Rain. Give me a banger, please. Or you're fired. Risk of Rain, this is not a banger. This is like cave music, bro. Joke's on you, they're all bangers? Yeah, music is situational. We need something a bit... Where did we make it to? Where did we fall off, Chad? Like, are we past where I fell up? No, I made it past here. No, I'm not past it. I remember this jump, I think. There's been a lot of jumps. So I just want to probably rope off where I fell. Yeah, these were awkward. I did the same thing. Yeah, because you like, your hands clip through that rock. I have faith, but not a lot of faith. Yeah, I remember this jump too. Is the prediction just on if I'll have a big fall? The question also then remains, what is a big fall? Because I might recover like halfway down. Okay, I want to recover my stamina here.
Prediction is for falling to the base.
Well, I didn't fall to the base last time, but if I have a fall like last time, it'll count. Base or pretty much base? Oh yeah, I took coffee here last time. So it wasn't even here that I fell. Shit, I roped too early. I thought it was right there that I fell. Shit, where did I fall? How much further was I? Maybe here? No, it was over there. Like a collectible. Oh my god, I've been getting mad at getting over in comparison to look over there. Get in the pot. Here we go again. We can make that.
13 months. Thanks for all the amazing content today and for just being an amazing person. Also, my 4 cats say hair to loaf. 3.
Your 4 cats? Holy. I'm sure they would get along just great with Loaf.
Birthday less than 3 for music, maybe Rain World Lost.
This is where I fell. Yeah, we're in PB territory now, chat. We're gonna need a recovery rock. Thank you. Thank you. How did they know? How tall is it? Kind of tall. You know what? I'll give it first person Celeste before I'll give it getting over it. At least Celeste, you climb mountains, I think. Instead of like piles of various trash. Just reach, old man. You're kidding me, really? I'm gonna use the last rope here. I don't feel like falling right here. Nah, dude. I'm out of rope. Sorry, rope marker. No can do on that one. I'm still falling when I wake up, huh? That's an unbeliever win. That counts. Jesus Christ, I'm still dying. There's a slide back to the bottom. Back down to hell where I belong. Oi, oi, oi! That's a lot of blackouts, yeah. Alright. I'm not feeling intense music while I struggle. I don't feel epic after falling. I'll take you. Thank you. I have the perfect long song for you. Do you, Connor? Do you know? Yeah. No, Connor. I'm not going to play Cheapy Cheapy. We were close, but man, do they ramp it up with like the unrecoverable falls at the end. It's very much like if you fall here, you're going to the bottom for that entire section. Like it doesn't line up with any of the other sections, so you can't just fall down a few sections. Which is kind of sad, but it's kind of fitting for the hardest mountain. The Blob 2. Sure, let's give that a run. It works for the climb back up, sure. With these mountains that you fall off a lot of, you kind of end up being able to poorly speedrun them just because of how many times you have to go through most of the sections to succeed at all. Particularly applicable for the boulders, where once you beat them once, you can basically speedrun them. I'm gonna take this rope. Time for the leap of Yore, chat. The swim of Yore. But leap of Yore, like, has a nice ring to it. This is like a checkpoint on our run. The only rope we truly need on the way up. Oh, what a huge bounce. All right, we're getting there. I think we're technically on the crux already. Yeah, I didn't like this part. But it's fairly recoverable, so I don't think I'm gonna rope it. This is where it gets real. All right. We're gonna change the vibe. Go back to Rain World for a bit. That's why we got that rope. Holy shit.
Happy 14 months. I always love your content, even if I can't catch it all the time. Yesterday,
What the fuck was
I
that?
went to
Get up. The I did rope there.
Hope
Okay.
you had a happy holidays and were able to fix the burnt dryer spig loaf shake.
Don't want to talk about the dryer. It has not improved. I'm so mad about the dryer. It's not working again. There's something fundamentally
Hope
wrong
you're
with it.
having a good stream.
Yeah, I was overdoing it a bit. It's an awkward jump. I'm gonna see, because like the dryer's still covered with warranty. So I'll have to see like what my options are if I'm gonna be stuck in like permanent repair hell, or if I can just like maybe get it replaced.
New dryer fun.
No, it's not your responsibility to get me a new dryer. I can't believe there's so much more of this terrible section. No, I gotta like sit up. I gotta be in gamer mode. Like, this place sucks if you fall. Big sucky. Sucky max. We're in PB territory now. Can wipe my right hand. That's our last rope. We've made it pretty far, chat. Be a real shame to fall now. Look at that. We can see over all the hills. Isn't that beautiful? This jump's kind of scary. I sure hope I don't fall. Oh. We're out of rope too, so that's just always out of the question now. We just gotta deal with whatever comes our way. How are we not even at the top? Hopefully we're past the hardest parts. And this is kind of no, not a crux, bro.
Just do what I do when I have problems. Scream.
Well, I've done a fair amount of man screaming, I guess. Yeah. My worst nightmare is like forgetting which hand is which and letting go of the wrong click. That would be fucking catastrophic. So I feel, video game. You're nailing the mood. Come on, coffee! We need a big one! Let's go!
Please speak, I can't hold on much longer.
No, don't give me $50 for my dryer. I already told you I didn't need it. Oh my god! Is it? Yes! Yes! Oh, the final peak! Holy shit. Feels pretty good, man. Whoever said Rain World, you got it right. Look at that view. Damn. Let's go, believers. Let's go. Time 137. Not bad. Is this not Rain World?
This is Risky Rain Spook.
Oh, that's what I meant by Rain World. I got rain, all right? Stop. Don't. That's 70. Don't. It's supposed to be covered by warranty, chat. The goal here is that we don't spend any your money or my money on the dryer. I'll take that as mountain victory donation, though. Thank you for the $50 dryer. Hold on. And then for the last time, there was a knock at the door.
Morning, great climber.
There better not be more.
I'm smoking to
And that's the tutorial, chat.
go.
Ymir shadow.
Those peaks.
What? No, you're just saying that because you gave me a new tool. Okay, a better crampon. You can leap higher. Holy shit. We could already leap pretty high. Another knock at the door.
Afternoon, kiddo. I must say, you've done very well on
Oh.
the great times.
No.
A mountain is yet unconquered by any soul. Very few dare approach it. Even the path to get there is arduous and treacherous. If it's there, why shouldn't we climb it?
I mean, this is supposed to be a short stream, dude. Fucking Olympus, dude. I was so sure that was gonna be the end. We've unanimously approved your journey to the Great Northern Range. Custom steel-forged ice axes used for climbing ice, as well as moving banks of deep snow on the alpine rock walls. This is like pre-mountain, Chad. This is the... This is before the mountain. There's always a bigger fish, and in our case, a bigger mountain. Peaks of Yore surprised me not once, twice, but 3 times, thinking I'd beaten it only to present me with a greater challenge. And this mountain isn't just higher. The entire game has changed with the introduction of ice pickaxes that I'll have to constantly swap between, and who knows what else, because I barely made it up 20 feet before calling it for the day. There's some upgrades I can get, like longer rope by getting collectibles earlier in the game that I've gone back to collect, but I will return to finish this journey. So expect another video eventually on the real highest mountain. The title of this video still holds true though, because Ymir's shadow is still the highest mountain I've ever seen, because you can't even look at the real highest until you beat the one prior. And it's going to be quite the challenge.